as our Finnish neighbors in England used to always say that, and my parents always said it too. So I say it too. When you arrive, here we are. So this is a butterfly pose, is a yin yoga pose. So it's a very soft and relaxed shape where you have the feet together and the knees apart in a way that's non-engaged. So just soften your muscles everywhere. And we'll do 10 breaths, just really, really easy and gentle, just focusing on stillness. And then we'll check in and maybe deepen a little bit. Close your eyes. Let your hands rest somewhere where they feel okay. As you concentrate on stillness, just let your body follow that request. Just the beginnings of noticing the breath. Gently checking in with your nose, drawing the breath through. Letting the lips seal lightly. And creating a soft aspirant sound with your breath. We may realize that we haven't been breathing that deeply, so now's a chance to let those breaths come a little deeper if they feel like it. And for 10 more breaths, hinge forward from your hips and maybe come a little more forward or bring your feet a little bit closer, but all staying soft in the muscles, perhaps coming to a point where you feel a respectful challenge there where you can find that edge and respect it. Just a little bit deeper releasing. 10 breaths. We'll all look a little different here. Awakening the energy lines, especially the kidney meridian, across the back of the hips and back. Even waves of breath through the nose with sound. If it ever becomes too much, you may always back off just a bit longer, several more rounds of breath. And just take one more, just be soft and still. And come up with mindfulness. Catch your ankles with each hand, sit tall, tuck your chin, straighten out your arms so you can lean back a little bit to accomplish that. Deep stretch at the back of the neck, one more breath. And then sitting up, release your chin. And draw your knees together. Draw your navel towards your spine, so start to activate muscles. Hug behind your legs and take boat pose. Legs bent or straight, but in a supported way as you lean back, lift your heart. Supporting the shape, releasing the legs straight. One more breath. Exhale, Sukhasana, fold yourself in to your own easy pose for a moment. Refine that. So we have asymmetry, but we try to find a center. And our spine and center body is symmetrical. Hands into your heart, lift up your elbows, touch your heart center with your thumbs. Connect your heart with your mind. Asatoma Satkamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Moving towards truth, nectar, and light. Release your hands and walk them out in front, drawing the belly back, forward folding to your own degree. Let your head come down. You can do a little side to side release if you'd like. Spread your hands. Belly draws back, forward fold, your own degree. Waking up the back of the body. Take a nice breath, back body. Then walk it back in. Inhale. Come behind with your hands, fingers forward, heart lifting pose. Let your knees stretch towards the floor. Lean back. Stretching across the fronts of the shoulders by spiraling out your hands. My hands landed on my blanket and it's a little uncomfortable, so I'm just gonna release and slide them underneath instead. So try to stretch your belly and keep a downward gaze. One more breath, heart lift, knees down. Exhale, returning to center. Right hand to the earth beside you. Left hand stays palm down. And then comes up, so the palm stays down. As you come up and over, eventually your palm will shine up towards the sky. Find a comfortable and appropriate edge for your body and take 5 breaths. We use our mindfulness energy to meet ourselves in our bodies right where we are. What's going to be positive for us? One more breath out. Inhale, coming up and hug around your waist. So your right arm comes around your belly. Internally rotate your left arm and hug behind. Sit tall, breathe in. Exhale, right side for a twist. Just lightly hugging your center. It's bound to happen every once in a while. One more breath. Just let it feel good in your own body. With a breath out, come to center, release your arms. Second side bending. Both palms down to start. Lean into the right one. Left. Okay. And so now the right hand faces the floor. Inhale, lift it up. And so that hand will eventually go towards the sky. Side bend to your own comfort for 5. So you can adjust the bend in your elbow, the distance your hand is from you. By your third breath, just settling into a sweet spot. One more time, breathing in. Breathe out, soften, and return. And now take your left arm around your front, and the right arm shoulder rolls in and down, thumb down. Bring it behind your waist. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twisting to the left. Won't be a big movement. A little core strength. But let your head and your eyes look back deeply. We all have our own version of what deeply is. Be respectful. Self-care. Breathe out once more. Then come back to center and release. Coming to toe squat pose. I'm still sitting on the edge of the blanket. It's nice to use your knuckles and your fists to transition, so you spare your hands and wrists a bit to pull yourself up off your hips, knees together. Let your blanket just pull it off to the side. Support your toe squat for a moment. Free to stand up if your knees are bothered by this. Little sensations, okay. We don't want to find any pain. Forward fold, slowly extend up your legs to whatever degree and fold forward with your feet together. Breathe out one more time. Let your hands come together and trace up the center of your legs and your torso. Land in your heart, roll your shoulders back, arrive in same standing pose and find your balance. Also transition to standing. Close your eyes for a moment and just let yourself feel anchored into your belly center. The navel firms towards the spine, in and up. Exhale. Breathe in, reach up your arms, reach to the sun, welcoming sun, but firmly rooted in the earth. Exhale to forward fold. Just easy first one in the forward standing fold. Half lift, we extend the spine like cow spine. Exhale, bend your knees, spread your hands. This stretches the back of your body right here. And then take back your legs and come down to your tabletop pose. Release your toes. And don't throw this away. Take 5 rounds to extend gently with the heart forward, breathing in. And to round, tuck your head and tail, breathing out. Listen to your breath, spread your hands, and flow. Our brains might still be really busy. Keep encouraging the brain to come connect with the breath in the body. 4th breath, inhale. Massaging the spine with this movement, that central line of energy. One more time. Exhale, round. Release neutral, tuck toes, quarter dog, going back. We'll call it puppy pose. Walking out the arms, bring the head down. Give a little tail wag, and then just be still. Head down. Doing a play bow position in our dog poses. Once more. Exhale out. Inhale up to cow. So release your feet, heart forward, low back steady. And go back again without tucking your toes. So hips sink back, arms long, head down. Walk both arms to the right side to your own degree. Let your head follow and relax. So you can have support under your knees or behind your knees. Your hips can be more upward, it's okay. Please work with your own body and ask me if you have questions. Wait till after. You can have a little one-on-one if you need to about a pose. Breathe out. Once more, inhale cow. Exhale puppy. Adding the latissimus release, walking the arms to the left, head relaxing down. Letting your hands spread open, ground. Lots of grounding energy in this to help keep us from feeling like we're going to fly away. Breathing out. Come to your forearms. In the center, spread your hands, walk back your legs one at a time, and hold forearm position. Lightly hugging the elbows towards each other. Hug the elbows and toes towards each other. And lift up your eyes, but don't strain your neck. Just look forward in life. Twice more. Whole body strong. And exhale to belly. Release your feet to the tops of the feet. Hips, legs hip distance apart. Hands by your chest and rock side to side. Try to rock your pelvis side to side. Just ground in. And then let's pick up the legs just in a light and easy way. So light and easy, lift up the legs, lift the hands. Try that rocking side to side a little bit. Playful, a little silly. And then center. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale down, all the way soft. Downward facing dog is the project. Press the hands forward and down, peel up the belly, tuck the toes, walk in the feet, and drop your head down. 5 big waves of breath. Bend your knees as needed. balls of the feet and the heels of the hands, rounding. And exhale one more time. Inhale, walking forward and coming to halfway lift. Slow breath to exhale and forward fold, just the right amount. Feel complete as your breath ends. Inhale to stand. I try to be pretty consistent with what I stretch a breath out to be. And then exhale, it feels like all the time that you need to release down your arms as you release your breath. Take a free breath on your feet. Exhale. And weave your fingers, breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, slowly forward fold. The legs bend as needed, belly in. Release, draw in. Half lift like cow spine. We come to a gentle extension. Exhale, going back to Anjaneyasana. So pause as you bend your knees and place your hands down. Feel it wake up your back body. And just take your right leg back. Keep breathing, please. And we'll pause for a moment if anyone wants to add their blanket under their knee for any reason, so that you can take that out of your list of concerns as you bring your knee towards your toes. Tuck your tail a little bit and keep your hands on your knee or come down to the earth if you would like. Just the right amount. In a pose like this, applying the subtle lift in the belly and the pelvic floor provides some deep stability, just the right amount. Third breath, try to soften. Last one. Exhale, feel complete. And mindful, release slowly up and take back your leg. You can leave your blanket, return to your forearms, lift your knees and then lower to your belly for Sphinx pose. So you can walk out your elbows as much as you need to. A little tone in the pelvic floor, close your eyes, just try to create that gentle lift in and up the center from the root. Tail tucking, so we have lots of awareness in our pelvis here. Try to stay calm, twice more, breathe. Downward gaze. Breathing out. Dolphin pose. I'm going to just walk my elbows back, come to my knees, tuck toes, lift up to your feet to walk in for 5. Downward dog on our forearms. One more breath, perhaps bringing to mind the joyful dolphin swimming in the ocean. Exhale, bring your knees down and then come on up, breathe in. Second side on Anjaneyasana. The right leg forward, bring out your knee, stay, tail tuck energy, earth if you would like. 5. Exhale, 4. Just the right amount. And one more time, complete your breath. And release to your feet. A little project, a little process. You can leave your blanket, make your way to halfway lift. Take a little time. Breathe out, forward fold, a breath or 2. Let everyone have plenty of time. And then bend your knees a little bit, catch your waist, press your feet to stand, reach up your arms, breathe in, breathe out, flow down your arms. Relax and spread your feet and roll your shoulders back a few times, back and down. Let the arms and hands follow that freedom. And swinging the shoulders, a little side to side twist. Let the arms fly like coat sleeves. I'm just trying to create freedom in our shoulder girdle. Mindful movement and then returning to stillness. So we have to take that swinging energy and re-ground and center. Just learning to move between one and the other. And then make sure your feet are hip distance, look down. Utkatasana variation, sink your hips down, arms forward, shoulders in the body, and pulse. Just a little up and down. Open feet. Twice more. Once more. And Padahastasana, taking your hands, bend your knees as you need to slide under your toes. You just try up to the roots of your fingers or to the wrist if you have practice with this one. And forward fold. Hello, back body. Keep it really positive, so not overly stretching at your attachments. The knees are softened, so you can use their straightness to the right degree. And just imagine you're pulling out your hands, but your feet won't let go. One more breath. And release one hand at a time. Back to your waist. Press your feet and stand. Exhale, arrive. And you can just work over your blanket if it's at the middle of your mat for the rest of this. Reaching arms wide as you step out for triangle pose. So wide parallel feet, stretch across your chest, breathe in. And then exhale, turn your right foot to the back of your mat and over and down. Triangle, Utthita Trikonasana. Lift the corners of your mouth, lengthen your neck, and hold everything from your belly center. Fourth breath, one more time. Inhale, wide parallel feet, stretch your arms wide. Exhale to the other side. You can take more than one breath if you need to come in to angle your back foot the right degree. Corners of the mouth lift slightly to relax your face. Feel yourself surrounded by light. Eyes soften but steady. One more breath, upward eyes. Side upward eyes. Again, breathe in, come up to wide parallel feet. And then back to the right with the knee bend for extended side angle, leaning and reaching. Working on turning your rib cage up towards the sky. Gently gather your fingers. Feel those strong and open feet and legs. One more deep breath. Inhale, come up, wide parallel feet, reach your arms. Exhale, second side, lean. Gather fingers, reach. Turn your heart towards the sky. And you can't see your feet, you're not looking down at your feet, but you can feel them, so try to let them open and spread. Big, strong pose, let your breath match that. Just 2 more times. Like you're in plank pose, the whole body helps. One more, exhale, navel towards the spine. And then inhale, reach up, wide parallel feet. And release your arms down by your legs. Wide parallel feet, good distance or adjust. For wide forward fold, breathe in, long spine. As you're ready, we send the hips back and the head forward. Knees bend as needed. And in A position is bringing your hands to the floor, and that might mean bending knees. Walk your hands back between your feet and let your head come towards the floor. Long neck. Once you're here, you can carefully do a little heel-toe adjustment to bring your head a little closer, maybe even brushing the floor. Third breath. Plenty of time, but not too much. One more breath. And then walk your hands forward, breathing into half lift, breathing out. Inhale energy coming up. Roll your shoulders down and into your body. One more like that with C version, reaching arms, breathing in. Breathe out, interlace behind your back and draw your hands down. Rest into the body. It's fine to separate your palms. Just keep your fingers. And forward fold, just like before. Slowly bring your head towards the floor. And then carefully release your arms away from your back if it feels good. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Let them come towards your head to any degree and hold steady. It's really a softening in the shoulders, not a forcing. One more upside down breath. The energy of inhale, let your hands help pull you up to where you started. Release your hands and pause a moment. Let your brain get used to being right side up again. And then one side lunge, bending your right knee out towards your toes at a 45-degree angle. Take that hand behind your skull. Side lunge. And then your other foot turns towards the other side of your mat, and the hand goes up like a stop sign. Gaze at it for 5. Abhaya Mudra, fearlessness, protection. One more breath. And release. So now the left foot does that 45 turn in the knee bend. The right foot tries to go straight to the other side of the mat, which it may only do to some degree. Straight leg, straight arm, and bent knee, bent elbow. 4 different actions. Eyes steady at your hand. Draw back your fingers lightly. And exhale for 5. Inhale, come up, release the actions. Come to the top of your mat or next to a wall or piece of furniture for some one leg practice. Not judging. It's nice just to have it there if you need it, so you can really focus on the work. Let's start with the left leg opening from the hip, coming into a tree pose. So you can stand with a lower leg, toes on the floor, around the knee, or help your leg up into that notch at the top. And try to guide your leg out to 90 degrees out to the side. Hand centering. So we work with asymmetry to find center. Use one hand on the wall for support as needed. Concentrate with all you've got. Let a smooth forehead. Steady open eyes. What can you soften? Stay for 5 more, or if it's in your practice to come to a half lotus pose by bringing your heel towards your pubic bone and letting your knee come down. Careful. Don't fall over. You can use the wall for support if you need to. Just be ready to come. Just a few more rounds of breath. Last one, soft and light. Carefully release. Back to both feet. Spinning around if you need to come to the other side. Start with tree. If you need to take pause or reset, it happens. Just meet yourself where you are with a lighthearted attitude and also a sense of, I can do this. I'm not going to give up easily. This is all I have to do right now. Just be like a tree. Feel yourself start to settle after you've been here a few breaths. If you need a reset, take a reset and come back. Repeat or try the half lotus positions. You just release, keep your knee folded. So we release the hip like when we're seated. The hip goes down, the knee goes down. We can draw the heel up the center line towards the pubic bone. So all this without harming anything. Keep your shoulders rolled back, your heart lifted. Be where you are with it. Calm and present. Taking one more breath. And carefully come down and let be. Then back at the top of your mat, finishing standing with warrior poses. Big step back with your right leg, angle your foot. So just work around your blanket if you've left it on the middle of your mat. Square to the front, come down the center, knee over ankle. And let's take the cow face pose arm. So the left arm comes up and comes behind your head. The other arm, internal rotation of the shoulder and comes to your spine. They can connect or not. A little upward lift of your face and heart. Three. Try to breathe and spread your elbows. One more breath. And exhale, straighten out everything. Turn hips to the side and your back foot. And then come to warrior B. Let your head turn to your front fingers. Part of the brain helps your knee stay centered. And exhale for 5. Changing sides, coming to the top of your mat is a process. Stepping out, lounge, step it back, keeping the hips to the front, coming down, knee over ankle. Inhale, right arm up, shoulder down. The thumb rolls externally to the top, and then we bend and come behind. With just a nice cradle of your head or to come to your neck. Other arm, roll in the shoulder and come behind. A little lift of your face, a little spread of the elbows. Hold steady. Good. One more breath. Exhale. It's like we have a chance to say goodbye in that breath, to say thank you, and then to let everything straighten out. Turn your back toes to the side. Bend out your knee again and turn your head. Warrior B. Shoulders rest on the ribs. 4th breath. Lots of little micro adjustments in the feet sometimes. Exhale. Windmill arms to frame your front foot and come down to your back knee. Turning out your toes. You can have a moment for that transition. So turn out your toes and knee and come to lizard lunge, where we come inside with both arms. The back leg can stay on the knee or it can pop to the toes. You may lower down if it feels good in your body. And you may also have a little time to experiment here. So just take maybe 3 breaths just to move a little bit in the shape, explore it, and then come to a place to hold. Maybe your back toes want to untuck if your knee's down. Working very deeply, but with lots of respect. One more breath. And you gently touch that place that's the deepest for now. And then lifting up your hips and coming to Hanuman's pose. Draw your toes back, walk into forward fold. So you've been focusing on forward folds today, so you might be able to go a little more deeply than you think you can. And the knee bends, it doesn't matter. Just let it bend as it needs to. Gently draw back your toes. One more breath. Exhale. Bend your knee to release your leg. Other side, lizard lunge. So you start at the front with a bent knee, turn out toes and knee, hands on the inside, leaning forward. So you can take your back knee back. You can come to the ball of the foot if it feels good. 3 exploratory breaths. Just check in with what's up, how it feels to be here. Curious. And then come to a place to hold for 5. If your arms are straight, they can be like upward dog arms, but without so much effort. We don't have a huge amount of weight in the arms. Just supporting the rest of the body. 4th breath out, one more time. Releasing slowly, lifting your hips up and back. Uncross your left arm to the outside and draw back your toes, Hanuman's pose. See if you're at the place where you really can go today with this. If you can grow just a little bit. Try to notice the entire back of your body as you breathe once more. And then bend your knee to release your leg back. Upward dog for 5 breaths. Stretch your belly. Keep your knees down if you like. Tuck your tail. Nose gaze. Fourth breath. And carefully release to table. Widen your knees and go back to wide child's pose. Stack your arms or not. Let your head rest. And breathe about 10 times. Relax your muscles. Go yin. Stimulating kidney energy once again. Continue to breathe through your back rib cage. Well, not through there, but move your back rib cage so you can breathe deeply. You feel your breath come into your nose and leave it. Try a belly breath, see what happens. Try a back breath. And stay with ribcage breathing. Naturally going back. Last time, breathe. And make your way to seated. If you want to stretch to down dog once more, come through and sit down on your folded blanket as you like. Just taking in the practice so far. Pause. Breathing out. And then fold your right leg in and bring your left foot to the floor. So right leg is an easy pose, left leg to the floor. Come on the inside of that bent knee and walk yourself to forward fold. And then we internally rotate both of our shoulders. So roll your shoulder under and come back along your bent knee on the left, and same with the other side. Just bring the arms out and bring your head down. If you can catch your hands behind your back, go ahead and try, or just work that forward fold, internal shoulders. And taking one more breath. Exhale it out. And breathe in, coming up. And straighten out the left leg for Shavasana. So just bring it along your foot that's already there. Sit tall, breathe in, reach your arms. Breathe out, forward fold. And then relax. Breathing into the low back and the kidney area. Last time. Linger in your exhale. Inhale will come when it's ready, and when it does, let its energy bring you up. Changing sides. So we start with left leg in easy seat, right leg foot to the floor. On the inside of both arms, just come forward, walk it out and down. You get used to that idea. Start adding the shoulders. So internally rotate right shoulder and left shoulder and bring them back, or just out to the sides. Keep going back, and if it feels good to bend your elbows and come together, you can. It's non-judgmental, really curious, grateful for everything that you can already do, and there's stuff you can learn to do if you don't already know how. Breathe out once more. Inhale, coming up, and just take your right leg out so it lines up with your left foot. Sit tall, breathe in, reach, forward fold, breathe out. Wherever you are with it, non-straining. One more deep breath. Go as slowly as you can. Exhale slowly, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale comes to bring you up. Bringing this all together, this sleeping turtle pose, kind of looks like butterfly in the legs. And we come to forward fold. So butterfly with the feet far away. Forward fold. Internal shoulders going behind your legs. So just bring your arms underneath with your palms down to start. And then one at a time, just try to roll your shoulders under. Stop at any point. And once your head rests down, So you can try to reach your hands together. You can try to cross your feet if that's fun. And just pause where you are and hold 5. This pose can bring stuff up. Don't let your heart collapse. Don't come in too deeply. It stimulates the khanda, the nerve plexus that all the nadis rise out of, including Sushumna, spinal cord. Just one more breath. Curious and complete. If you crossed your feet, release those. Bring your arms forward, coming back to the palms. Bring your arms out and through and straighten out your legs. Now let's release with something completely different, the infinity pose. Cross your right ankle above your left, hook your toes together, roll to the side of your leg and hip, but they stay on the floor. And the arms are support, so just let them come out, spread your hands, hook your feet, and look back. A little lift out of your shoulders. So if you feel crunched in your shoulders, just let your arms move further away so you have room. You create the sensation. 3rd slow breath. 4th slow breath. Last one. Gentle release. Other side, cross ankles, hook the toes together, hook the feet. Roll to the right side of your body, your leg and your hip. Stay on the floor. Arms support, look back. 2, exhale. Inhale for 4. And for 5. Just tip yourself back and you'll roll back to your seat. Time to come to our backs. Add your socks if you'd like. Clothing back on. Bring your blanket with. And come to your back. If you'd like to lie down with your legs straight, round your spine, tuck your chin, reach your hands towards your feet. So you go slowly and come back. And slide in your knees. Bending your knees, sliding your feet. Center skull. Pick up your right leg, flex the foot. Bring it to rest above your left knee. And let your knee rest out to the side. Let's do this one as a yin pose today. I think it's Eye of the Needle is the name of the pose. Lying down, figure 4. If you would like to bring in your legs, you can catch and draw in. You can also just adjust where your foot on the floor is, closer or further, to keep your hip and knee content. If you're not using your arms to hold on, just let them rest in a comfortable way. Relax your muscles. Breath still moving through the nose gently. Soft as you can be. Breathe out. Bring down your foot and carefully change to the other side. Relax your muscles once you get into the shape. Refine where your foot is on the floor or off of it. Let this side be served. Nice deep breathing. Just let yourself rest in the peace of your breath, the peace of stillness. And one more time, a little goodbye and thank you energy as you come down and further cross your legs. This might not work for everybody as we come to lying twist, coming over towards the left. No, wait, let's go over towards the right. Sorry about that. Over towards the right, so your mid knee on top on the same side as your back is stretching. So, knees over to the right, left knee on top, turn your head the other way. If it doesn't work, uncross your legs. Make it work for you. Rest in your twist. Just the right amount. Letting your breath find the spine, moving up and down, freeing tension so that our energy can flow. Breathe out one more time. Take your time with that exhale. Inhale, come, center up, uncross. Maybe cross for the other side, maybe not. Come over and see. So I just picked up my hips a little bit to shift towards the left hip and then over. See if it works. If it puts pressure on your hip, you can uncross your legs instead. Turn away and relax. Last time, move breath. Exhale for an 8 count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then return to center with everything. Take up both of your legs. Circle around on your sacrum a few times, letting your feet move in a circle, massaging the sacrum. Go the other way. And find center. Palms press, reach up. Hands and feet away from each other until you feel just a little good strength in your belly center. Low back feeling safe, feeling strong. Just the right amount for you. One more breath. And then bring them back together. Hug in your knees. Stretch out your legs. Get your blanket, if you're going to use one, under your head, under your knees, on top of your belly. Whatever you would like to do with your blanket today. You can experiment and see where it serves you best to have it. Or bring more blankets and pillows because you can, because you're at home. Move into Shavasana like you move into triangle. Let yourself find the shape. If you need to refine anything, take a moment to do so that you may relax into your stillness. Take a deep breath in through your nose, into the whole body. Stretch it in, keep stretching. Open your mouth, exhale. Keep releasing the breath. And the breath becomes natural and free. We want to relax our faces and our jaws. So letting your lips separate a little bit. Keep your teeth separate. Sometimes I rest my top teeth just really lightly on my bottom lip just to give them a place to rest. So you might have your own way of doing that, trying to relax your jaw and your mouth. Let your face be quiet. Soften and smooth your forehead and around your eyes. Letting the eyes gently close and rest their efforts. If your throat needs a swallow at any time, let it. Next time you breathe in, feel your heart rise. And exhale, feel your heart fall. As it rides along with the energy of the breath in the chest. Arms and legs relax all the way out. The hips are falling open to the sides. The shoulders, ask them to rest down towards the earth. One, Mary Oliver. The mosquito is so small it takes almost nothing to ruin it. Each leaf the same, and the black ant hurrying. So many lives, so many fortunes. Every morning I walked softly and with forward glances down to the ponds and through the pine woods. Mushrooms even have but a brief hour before the slug creeps to the feast, before the pine needles hustle down under the bundles of harsh beneficial rain. How many make up a world? And then I think of that old idea, the singular and the eternal. One cup in which everything is swirled back to the color of the sea and the sky. Imagine it, a shining cup surely. In the moment in which there is no wind over your shoulder, you stare down into it and there you are, your own darling face, your own eyes. And then the wind, not thinking of you, just passes by, touching the ant, the mosquito, the leaf, and you know what else. How blue is the sea, how blue is the sky, how blue and tiny and redeemable everything is, even you, even your eyes, even your imagination. We return to the breath to draw ourselves back to our day, refreshed from our practice, bring the benefits with you. Bring this little rest, the opening, the energy, the calm and peace as you fold your way back into your seated pose. Taking the time you need. Several cycles of breath. Pausing. And when you do arrive in your seat, whenever that is, just have time there to refine and notice how easily you might sit. And feeling strong in the core of your body from the practice. Open in your hips and shoulders. Feel that freedom and ease. It's a part of you now. Sweet gratitude up into your heart for anything and everything. Breathe deeply in. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. Let me know if half lotus is something you're interested in exploring more, or any other questions.